So, weiter geht's. Ich habe eindeutig zu wenig.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Sand.
Was, Alter, wie weit geht das denn noch?
Can't rightly call Mount Sand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own, but they ain't yet prepared for any company. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
So, ganz hoch. Was gibt's noch?
Besides, we have to take back what's ours.
Ja, Mann. Volle Konzentration.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. It takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking.
Nein. Mist.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the
Das
place.
fick dich.
They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
Das dauert doch schon ein bisschen lange.
Maybe they've thought about turning back,
Oh,
just
nein,
like we
das war
have.
ein Fehler. Oh, da ist der Splitter.
We just really need their shard. King got it fair and square. We don't need to keep tangling with all those things. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Oder man
We'll all
hätte
be
sie alle.
better off once the bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. Fix that thing right up, didn't we?
Oops.
Made these goings-on a little livelier. The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
Moment. Was gucken. Also bleiben wir bei hier. Bleiben wir auch bei den kleinen Scheißern.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
Ach so, das ist für den Mörser, okay. So, das haben wir, Hammer. Ja, also gerade ausschießen wäre schon besser, ne?
Takes a careful touch to rattle those bones like that.
Ja, wir nehmen das. Die Waffe. Was? Wurfgriff kombinierbar.
The solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice.
Ne, dafür geben wir erstmal kein Gold aus. So, das ist die Waffe. Ja, machen wir 5 Sachen.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Messiah.
Ach so. Deshalb habe ich so oft verkackt. Aber 30%, boah, Alter, lohnt sich das? Nee, machen wir nicht. Ich dachte schon, warum fuck ich so ab?
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Richtig, Kumpel.
Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes burstone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity.
Aye.
We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts would roam the quarry. The rocks were calling them.
Boah, diese Dreckskunden, ehrlich.
Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told him the quarry's bad news. That, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen, the largest ones, we know as cores.
Aktivieren. Wie müssen wir das an?
The smaller ones, we call them shards. The shards got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to colony.
Ich habe schon Probleme mit diesem kleinen und jetzt kommt noch dieser fette.
Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks first in the quarry is Sir Lunky's head.
Oh, boah, Alter, auf Dauer ist das nicht mehr gesund.
Those rocks won't soon forget this.
Fuck, Alter. Nervig. Ganz schön.
Just
Oh,
takes
nee.
three things
Könnte
to
knicken.
build the greatest city in the
Gehe zur
world.
Bastion zurück. Also,
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
so was gibt's denn hier von Schmackofatz?
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Also auf Dauer wird es
I've
echt
said a lot about
anstrengend
the kid,
und
but he
nervig.
ain't the only one wrapped up
Echt
in all
nervig.
this.
Aufstehen, kleiner Prinz.
What's he thinking? Let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Zealandia. Folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
Ne, komm, wir gehen zur Bastion. Darauf kicken wir einfach mal. Und ziehen jetzt das letzte Level durch. Weil das dauert mir einfach viel zu lange. Aber so nebenbei kann man das mal machen. Warte, soll ich die Waffe wechseln? Ja, nein. Nee. Nein. So. Komm, lass es aber jetzt die letzte Map sein. Ich glaube nicht, aber. Doch müsste eigentlich. Das müsste, glaube ich, die vorletzte jetzt sein.
To build the greatest city in the world. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity.
Oh fuck.
Same goes for its natives, rattle tails.
Mir hier was?
Quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in these rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
Heißer aktiviert.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn from the quarry. The rocks were tall enough. Can't be too careful in there. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Even stink eyes started taking root here. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Ich nehme mir diese Scheiße, sondern hier Handgranate.
Might be the gods told him to quarrel.
Ach nein, nicht Handgranate, sondern nein.
any case, it's fair to say the quarry is a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards. A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland.
Na? Fuck you. Dreckiges Murrengestell.
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head.
Ach, nein.
Never could get stuck
Nice.
on Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall.
Es wäre viel besser, wenn ich mit der Maus
It says,
interagieren könnte.
I've come to warn you, he says.
Komm. So.
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will. Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. See, the Bastion's no mere safe haven. Big surprise, right? To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we didn't help. Our baby pecker, he don't make it. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked.
Alles klar, krass.
We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan. To wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired. Didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her. Taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission. But there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve. Absinthe is like drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
So, müsste das jetzt die letzte Welt sein? Ich hoffe doch. Wir haben jetzt unser Lager wieder komplett neu aufgebaut oder
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the calamity failed. And he's right. The Ura stand is living proof of that. To go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. Traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Most of our efforts didn't there. There was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers. The sharpest knives in the city's drawers. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnel shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. Can't turn back now. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Fuck, Alter. Hat er mich voll gekriegt. Arschloch. Yeah, Splitter.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. See ya. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Hä?
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Ach so. Okay.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. We get straight down to business. They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him.
Okay, the Wunschau.
It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time. Found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. They've got these conductors that are what's keeping the place together.
Krass, dass das Teil so eine Schwierigkeit hat dagegen.
Those things and the Calamity rocks slink back to the ground. The Ura ain't pulling their punches. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Ne, Mann, der ist cool.
They even sick their little rattle-tailed pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump of road. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of
Das ist
the
mir
harbor.
zu
The
blöd
Ura
jetzt
keep
schon
hanging
wieder.
on with the barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. They're easy targets.
Ja, ja, bla bla. Komm, bla bla. Okay.
Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. sense to a kid. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. They underestimate us as they go wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. That makes us different from the people now, don't it? Suppose old souls should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew. As the hour grows desperate, we are bringing up their big guns. There's nothing standing in its way anymore. He sees the Tazzle terminal loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you.
Endlich.
But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Mensch, wie doof kann man denn nur sein?
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose?
Okay,
just to see if he'd go after you. They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good. The sanctuary, if we can build, we can rebuild. The conscience, we haven't lost everything, as long as we have that. If there's anything that blade can't split open, the cannon ought to do it. First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste.
Damit beende ich erstmal die Aufnahme.